Welcome to another episode of Chronicle Reviews with the Less Than Stealthy Strangers. And by the name, you can tell what we here to talk about. The Strangers, Chapter 1, just released this past weekend.
I'd survive.
To your local movie theater. Now, what's called Chronicles Reviews is where one or more of us ninjas review things like movies, TV, video games, conventions, whatever. And like I said, we're here to talk about The Strangers Chapter 1. Now, this is the third movie in the franchise. This is kind of like the prequel of how they became them.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm gonna tell you this right now. We're gonna keep the spoilers light, but also no, we're not bashing the movie. We're gonna bash the characters in the movie.
Mm-hmm.
So just go ahead and give y'all a rating. I give it a solid 8 creepy mask out of 10.
8 out of 10.
I give it a solid 8 creepy masks.
8 out of 10.
8 creepy masks.
Mm-hmm.
Because like I said, I have my reasons,
Mm-hmm.
and I'll kind of explain it. But you gave it out of a 10.
7.5.
All right, so 7.5 masks out of 10. So that means somebody around here with that old school Phantom of the Opera mask. So 7.5. I give it an 8. So let's get into it. The story is we followed a couple of Dumbass 1 and Dumbass 2 as they're on a road trip, and they wind up in a small town of Venus, Oregon. And from that, things
Population 438.
Things get a little cattywampus. They have to stay at a rental property for the night. And if you've seen The Strangers, you know things get strange. And not in a good way.
So
not in a good way. But they're stalked by 3 humans, and will they survive the night? You have to find out yourself, because we're not going to spoil that.
No, there is a litany, a cacophony,
a plethora
of escalating dumb decisions.
That's why I
as
call
soon as this movie opens.
Dumbass 1 and Dumbass 2.
No. After the prologue,
yes.
After the prologue, when we introduce to these two, to the couple, there is a smorgasbord, a charcuterie board of dumb decisions that they make consistently.
And like I said, we're going to do some spoiling because to let you know the level of dumbness. So we find out they're on a road trip from Chicago because the lady, oh my gosh, I think it was Tara. Look up the name of the character. Sir Cosmic. But they were on a road trip to Portland, Oregon for a job interview. She has a job interview in Portland, and they're driving, and they're on day 3. It happens to be their 5-year anniversary.
Mm-hmm.
She gets hungry. They get a little famished, and they're like,
Maya.
What was the gentleman's name?
Jeff.
Maya and Jeff. Maya, they just like, hey, we're going to just take this random exit. And like we said, they wind up in Venus, Oregon. So
we want to tell them why they took an exit?
Because they got hungry.
They got hungry.
They took
on a highway through a state
look, they had 300 miles to go.
300.
Just keep going.
Traveling on a very populated highway where they could have just passed the McDonald's at any point. But no, they wanted to go into a town for a dime.
Oh, not only that, Maya is vegan.
Vegan
or vegetarian? Was she vegan or vegetarian?
She
said
vegetarian.
So she was vegetarian. So mistake 1, they just got off the highway. Mistake 2, Venus, Oregon, 438 population. They go to the diner. They pull up. Everybody's staring.
Everybody.
And once again, these are things that's shown in the trailer about the people are staring. That's mistake 3. The moment people put this staring, I think this ain't the place for us to be.
Right, I'm not wanted here. I would have just been, you know what?
I'm out.
Would have been gone.
I'm out. Then they get into the diner, and Jeff starts to get snippy. He's getting snippy with people. because he was asked a question,
Mm-hmm.
and since he didn't like the way the question was asked and presented, he
Right.
got snippy.
No. Let's just give them
Snippy.
what kind of snip, like why he got snippy. Because
Okay,
I don't think it's spoiling anything. As we said, they own their 5-year anniversary.
And
they said
and there was
another couple in there. It's like, oh, we've been married 3 years. How long for y'all? Oh, we're not married. We've been dating 5 years.
Why won't you marry her?
Somebody says, like, what's wrong with you? Why don't you put a ring on her finger? Like, what are you waiting for?
I'm waiting on my turkey milk.
That's exactly what he says. I'm waiting on my turkey milk. Number one, I ain't shit talking nobody who's handling my food.
Facts.
Not happening.
Facts.
And then you in a strange place where they could just lock you up because ain't nobody going to oversee them.
So fast forwarding some. Once again, if you ever seen any of the Strangers movies, these 3 people stalk.
Yes.
They stalk you till they just get to the point to where they get tired. So ignoring all the red flags that led up to this, while they're in the house, the decisions that are made by Jeff and Maya has to go down as some of the dumbest people in horror history. If they're not top 10 or top 5, they're definitely top 20. Because I've never seen people constantly, like Bob said earlier, make so many bad decisions back to back to back. And you know what's crazy? Not one of their bad decisions was one-on-one, but we kind of lucked up on one. No. Okay, I'm lying. They didn't luck up on one. They lucked up on one. Because when they said we were going to go to the shed, I'm not going to tell you what, they didn't luck up on that one. But it didn't work out. They lucked up on it. But overall, the movie itself is not bad. Because
it's well put together.
Because once you see what the Strangers do, how they track these people down, hunt them. And the thing is that what makes it even funnier, it's not like they on some supernatural with some God giving. They just using sense.
No. You could probably make the argument that these strangers move like Batman, because they move very quietly. And they be right next to these people in the dark, and they don't get spotted for nothing. But
situational awareness is on zero.
Like that one part when they, like you said, went to the shack and they thought they were cool, and that chick was right behind them.
Just was like, I'm here.
And they just moved on. Like they didn't hear her breathing, her stepping, nothing.
And so if you want that tense feeling to where it's like you don't know what's gonna happen next, you get that in this. Yeah. You get all of that. It's just the fact that I can see a lot of people not liking this movie because of Jeff Mike.
Very much so.
I can see that. But if you take that as them being in a movie with movie characters and kind of take the feelings of Jeff and Maya out of it, it's just it was frustrating to watch that, y'all didn't have to go through this. None of this. The movie would have been 10 minutes if they would have just kept them down the highway.
Right.
It would have just been that prologue, then going down the highway, credits. And they would have been like, damn. Was this movie advertised for 10 minutes? Why is it rated R?
Right. Oh, it's rated R because she cussed one time.
It would have been a 10-minute movie. Kept on down the freeway to Portland. Now, it would have been different if they made it to Portland and it's happened in Portland.
Right.
No. You went to Venus, Oregon. And we ain't even look up to see if Venus, Oregon is real.
No, sure. You know what?
Yeah, we gonna see. Population 438. And y'all was like, oh, hey, let's go here. Okay. Just no. Things with fictional time. That's all we're gonna give you without fully spoiling, because boy, oh boy. And I'm not gonna say that. Just see the movie. I think it's worth seeing in theaters so you can get the whole atmosphere of it all. But I can also see this being a good streaming movie at some point because I can see a little people hesitant to go in and see it, especially how people do with scary movies.
Right.
So I can see this being a good streaming movie depending on which service it's going to end up being on. But
like we like horror movies over here, but this ain't one of them ones I'm gonna tell you to go watch in the theaters.
Okay.
Like I could tell you to catch this on Netflix, Prime, whatever it appears on.
HBO since the others on Max.
Probably.
So, okay. Well, boss say streaming. I say see it in theaters if you got the pass. You got like an AMC or whoever pass.
You got an admit one free ticket or something like that. Yeah, I say go see it.
But yeah, 7.5, 8. That's the review for The Strangers, Chapter 1. Check it out. Don't turn off in the small towns you don't know nothing about.
Right.
When you can stick to the main roads.
Don't trash talk hard looking people.
TLC told y'all to stick to the rivers and lakes that you used to. And you see what happens.
Leave them waterfalls alone.
But yeah. Cosmic Boss, Scooter Ray. Shout outs to her on your best.
She right.
But yeah, whether you loved it, hate it, don't forget to rate it, thumbs up, thumbs down, press the thumbs up, like, share, comment, subscribe, hit the notification bell. You can know when you get CCRs, LTSN cafes, Boss Reacts, and it should matter. Got a gaming YouTube, LTSN Gaming. We got a Twitch channel, twitch.tv/LessThanStealthyNinjas. One big glory. Not Less Than Stealthy Strangers.
No.
Like, because I don't know whose Twitch you gonna find.
Right.
You might find something else that you probably shouldn't be seeing unless you over the age of 18.
Mess up your algorithm.
So your algorithms, if you might mess you up, if you put Less Than Stealthy
Your
Strangers.
assigned FBI agent gonna have to pay you a visit.
Less Than Stealthy Ninjas. Just stick it to a theme, okay? Theme. Thank y'all for tuning in. Until next time, everybody. Please don't venture into small towns unless you know.
Right.
Peace. Please do not venture into small towns.
Don't do it
unless you know.